177 Ghana cedi, 16 pesos, which consists of the cash at mobile money and cash in hand. With the cash at bank is 126 Ghana cedi, 3 pesos. Cash at mobile money 600 cedis, 13 pesos, and cash in hand 1,651 Ghana cedis. With the budget, which was being presented by our welfare committee, that's freshers registration. It consists of stew, that's 120 Ghana cedis, whereby it will be prepared in 3 days. And each day we have to spend 40 cedis for only stew. And eggs, that's 3 days to 15 crates per day. Bag of rice, 3 days, each day 5 kg, which is 25 Ghana cedis. Water, that's 2 sachet bags of water, each 3 cedis, and miscellaneous 10 cedis. The subtotal of all these expenses, is 256 Ghana cedis. So 5% of it will give you 12 cedis, 80 pesos. So in all, with the freshers orientation, Gmsa is to spend 268 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos. The second item is the freshers orientation, and the venue is 150 Ghana cedis. Refreshment, that's the drinks. We budgeted for 300 members, whereby each and every one we budget for 1 cedi, 50 pesos for the drink, and in all is 450 Ghana cedis. This is the same number of people at 1 Ghana cedis, which is 300 Ghana cedis. Bag of water for the high table, that's 10 cedis. Miscellaneous 10 cedis, and the subtotal is 963 Ghana cedis. 5% of it will be 46 Ghana cedis. In all, we have to spend 966 Ghana cedis. Ladies' wing orientation and general meeting, the venue 200 cedis, and refreshment. Drinks, we budgeted for 15 people at 1 cedi, 50 pesos, which is 225 Ghana cedis. And the same number of people with the biscuit, 1 cedi per head, and that one too is 150 Ghana cedis. Water for high table. Water for members, that's 3 sachet bags. For each is 3 cedis, and it's 9 cedis. And with the high table, we budgeted for 4 people, and each person is 1 cedis. That's for the water, 4 cedis. And item for them, that's the Don Simon. That's 8 cedis for each of them, and it's 32. So in all, with the ladies' week orientation and general meeting, we budgeted for 620 Ghana cedis. First general meeting, venue 250 Ghana cedis. Refreshment, that's the drink. We budgeted for 350 members, and 1 cedi, 50 pesos per head, which is 525 Ghana cedis. And the same number of people pay the biscuits, and the cost is 1 cedi. That sum up to 350 Ghana cedi. And at the high table, we have 10. We budgeted for 10 members and 1 cedi per head, and that sum up to 10 cedis. Item for the high table, that's 3 cedis per head, and that one is 30 cedis. Miscellaneous 10 cedis, and the subtotal is 1,175 Ghana cedis. 5% of the subtotal will give you 58 Ghana cedis, 75 pesos. In all, the first general meeting, the sum total is 1,233 Ghana cedis, 75 pesos. IT committee, that's the PC clinic. We bought tools for the PC clinic, that's 30 cedis. Lunch, we budgeted for 7 people at 7 cedis, that's 49 Ghana cedis. Weekly classes, We bought ADMI cable at 50 cedis. External hard drive for Gmsa data and others. That's 300 cedis for 1 terabyte. Marker and that marker 16 cedis for a pack and a duster 5 cedis. So in all, we budgeted for 450 Ghana cedis. Dawa outreach, transportation for 6 teams. Each is 250 Ghana cedis. That's 1,500. Food items, we budgeted that one for 4 teams. That's 200 per a team, and that one is 800 Ghana cedis. And water, we budgeted for 60 sachet water at 3 cedis, and that is 48 Ghana cedis. Item for the ladies, we budgeted for 35 ladies at 6 cedis, and that's 210 Ghana cedis. Filling of cylinders, 4 cylinders at a cost of 38 Ghana cedis, and that one too is 152 Ghana cedis. Miscellaneous, 250 Ghana cedis. So in all, the Dawa outreach budgeted for 2,960 Ghana cedis. The next item on my list is Islam and the Muslims. Now, venue, we budgeted for 200 cedis. Refreshment, we are targeting 500 members at a cost of 1 cedi per head, and that's 500 cedis. And sachet water to 15 at 3 Ghana cedis. We sum up to 45 Ghana cedis. Water for high table, 10 members at 1 cedis, and that's 10 cedis. In all, we budgeted for 755 Ghana cedis. Educational committee, cost of sending letters to 38 senior high schools at 136 Ghana cedis, and cost of visitation to 47 senior high schools at 792 Ghana cedis, all sum up to 928 Ghana cedis. Inter-hall quiz competition awards for 4 people, that's 100 cedis. Item for item, water, 10 members at 1 cedi per head, that's 10 cedis. And item for the high table to 8 members at 5 cedis, and that's 40 cedis. Refreshment, we are targeting 300 people at 1 cedis, and that sum up to 300 Ghana cedis. Qurans, 6 Qurans at 10 cedis, and that's 60 Ghana cedis. Books, 52 exercise books at 1 Ghana cedis, which is 52 cedis. Pens, 1 pack is 35 Ghana cedis. And miscellaneous, 30 Ghana cedis, all sum up to 627 Ghana cedis. Inter-hall games, hiring of the page, 200 cedis. Food for members, we budgeted for 150 at 2 Ghana cedis, making 300 Ghana cedis. And sachet water, 30 at 3 Ghana cedis, making 39 Ghana cedis. Medals, we budgeted for 18. That's the person who will win the trophy. Yes, they are going to receive that medals. 9 cedis per head, making 162 Ghana cedis. Miscellaneous 10 cedis, all sum up to 711 Ghana cedis. So in all, our budget for this semester is 9,591 Ghana cedis, 55 pesos. And our income as at 3rd September was 2,377 Ghana cedis, 60 pesos. So we are having a deficit of 7,142 Ghana cedis, 39 pesos. And in fact, we have to finance all these activities. The next on my list is income and expenditure account as at 30th September 2018. The opening balance as at 7th April 2018 was 596 Ghana cedis. Cash at bank 126 Ghana cedis, 3 pesos. Dues 4,450 Ghana cedis. Sabila, that's what we used to take at the Great Hall, in between the Maghrib and Isha prayers. That sum up to 976 Ghana cedi, 46 pesos. Pledge received. At the handing over, members pledged Gmsa, and the total amount they pledged was about 6,500 Ghana cedis, and we have received 1,420 Ghana cedis for the pledge. Donations received 577 Ghana cedis. Fundraising at the handing over, we received 798 Ghana cedis. And the Gmsa t-shirt provided us with 750 Ghana cedis. The envelopes we shared during the last break, that's the long bag, we received 450 Ghana cedis for the envelopes. And exercise books, we sold some of the exercise books, and that's 28 Ghana cedis. And Gmsa stickers to 8 Ghana cedis. Handband 39 Ghana cedis, and all sum up to 9,598 Ghana cedis, 39 pesos, plus the balance, opening balance as at 7th April 2018. In all, the total income is 10,194 Ghana cedis, 39 pesos. The expenditures: transportation 900 cedis, 27 pesos. Stationaries 2,692 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos. Mosque maintenance, that's 104 Ghana cedis. Someone who asks mosque, but that's the Great Hall, the maintenance that we have been making at the Great Hall. That's 104 Ghana cedis. Refreshment 1,035 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos. Others 921 Ghana cedis, 30 pesos. And the total expenditure, or should I say payment, is 5,654 Ghana cedis, 7 pesos. So when you subtract our expenditure from the income we had, we are going to get a surplus of 4,540 Ghana cedis, 32 pesos. The details for the expenditures. Yes. How come we came about transportation? 900 Ghana cedis, 27 pesos. That's the details as we can see on the screen. Time is not on our side, so I can't go through that. And with the refreshment to that's 1,035 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos for the refreshment. That's what we can see too. And we have the masjid maintenance, the stationaries. How come we came about the 2,692 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos, and the others? That's 921 Ghana cedis, 30 pesos. Please, inshallah, we will permit to ask any question when the time is due, and inshallah your questions are going to be answered. Thank you very much.